Now I understand how it feels for you to be looking for buyers when your animals are ready for your farm. And for once in my life, I felt desperate and ashamed of myself for this conduct I did recently. I needed some money to undertake some project on the farm, but the money I had on me was not enough. So I looked around and I saw that there are three pigs which I can release. Three, just three that I can release for that purpose. And I called one of the buyers, like my favorite buyer, who has been coming to buy from me frequently. I called him to come and check on those animals. The guy started giving me stories. He's doing this, his motorbike is at fault, he's repairing it. Somebody has taken his motorbike or his means of transportation to my place. Somebody has taken it somewhere else. So I need to give him 2 days, 1 day. I kept waiting because I really wanted to give it to this guy because he has been buying from me all the time. So like it got to a point I realized that it seems I'm looking desperate and I'm over following the man. Why don't I just move back a bit and allow him to breathe? Because even if I should continue doing that, at the end of it all, I might be a cheated or exploited. So I said, okay, let me give him another chance. I went to him in one afternoon, told him about the pigs and why I needed to release the pigs. So he should just look sharp and then come and check on the animals and get me the money. This one told me he'll be coming in that very evening. By 4, he'll be on the farm. I said, okay, fine. So I left 4 p.m., 5 p.m., 6, nothing. So the next day, I decided to move out, go and look for a new buyer. And for my first time going to meet this buyer, I told him, I showed him pictures of the animals. I said, oh, they are good. You come and check for me. So he told me that the next morning by 4 to 4:30 a.m., I should come to his joint because he has a pork joint he operates. I should come there so that we go together. And I don't also used to stay on the farm like that. I stay in town if things are going wrong. That is why I rush to the farm to ensure things are in order before I leave again. By 4 a.m., I got up, left the house, went to this man, picked him with my own motorbike. We rode to the farm. I showed him the animals. That was where the unthinkable happened. Before this man even got to the farm, I already knew how much I was expecting from these animals, like I used to do over the years. I always know how much the pig should cost. And I'm not going to sell it more. I'm not going to sell it less. So when he came to the farm and saw the animals, he said, oh, wow, your animals are all looking nice. He wasn't expecting pigs in this area to look that nice and that healthy because he had come to this area to buy a lot of pigs, but none is looking like this. So he said, which ones do I want to sell? How many do I want to sell? I said, no, I'm selling 1, 2, 3. 2 boars, 1 sow. And with that sow, you already know the story of that sow. It is the sow that attacked her piglet and with no breast milk. Now it is giving me the additional duty of feeding this piglet with cow milk. And for the boys they were 2 and they have also exhausted their duty on the farm. So I had to release them. In addition to that sow, I knew that this is the amount I wanted to get. But when I showed the 3 pigs to the man mentioned the price at once, a bulk price. And to my surprise, I just accepted the pricing. Without thinking. He mentioned to me, I'll give you this amount. I said, yes, it's okay, bring it. And it did not even occur to me that no, I did something wrong until we were still talking because he saw the other pigs that were like the growers and was interested. He wanted to register them ahead. That if these ones are ready, call me to come for them. So it was there. I said, no, something told me, no, you did something wrong earlier. Ask the man about the pricing again. So I asked the man, what did you say you're going to give it to me? He said, oh, this is the amount I wanted to give it to you. I said, oh, no, it's not good. Let's renegotiate. I didn't hear it in that sense. So that it was there, I asked him, so you assume you are buying 1. This one, how much will you buy? This, how much will you buy? This, how much will you buy? And you know what? That was where the truth came out and the man gave the price I was expecting. But initially, I almost got cheated or exploited because when you combine the 3 pigs, I saw them want to be bulk. But when we were going one after the other, pricing them individually, it was there the man also got to see that the pricing was given to me, he's been insensitive at that point. So that was where he started to not giving the actual price because he knew he has been doing this pork joint for long and he knows how much he buys these animals for. And he also knew that I was not cheating him based on the price I was looking for from these animals. So one thing I always tell you is that if people come to buy from you, the only thing you do is you ensure you have your pricing at hand. Maybe you know the weight of your animals. If maybe your animal is weighing 50 and you are selling at maybe 25 cedis per kilo, You know that 50 by 20, you know how much you're collecting from the animal. Then you sell it. And don't also be forced that I know most of you, because of our locations and comparing prices from other people, especially online, somebody selling his at 30 cedis per kg, so you two are attempting to get the same amount. No, sometimes based on the location, where the people that are selling at 30, if the buyers come to buy and they go to slaughter, they're able to price it as maybe 40 Ghana cedis per pound of meat. But in your location, if you price it at 25 cedis per pound, nobody might even buy it. So just look at the situation in your area. If the people that are there earn enough money for themselves so that they can they have spare ones to spend, that is where you can also price like that. But you are located in an area where the people don't have enough money, they're even struggling to even buy like common salt, and you also want to be pricing at as those who are living in the cities, it will not work. And besides, those who are also the farmers in the cities, they have no other means of cutting their cost. They are always incurring, buying everything from the shop. But maybe where you are located, you are fortunate enough, able to get this feed at a very, very low cost, because mostly you are located in a farming community. The maize, you get it cheaply. And even people bring you their piece of cassava and yams, so you get all this for free. So in that case, you can even raise your animals without spending much. If the urban farmers are spending like 70% of their entire revenue on feeding, you might be spending like 40 or less on your feed, but you get the same results. If that is the case, you can even price yours. Whilst they are pricing at 30 cities, you can even price yours at like 24 or 25 and still make profit for yourself. So you don't have to be very, very rigid and trying to get exactly what people in cities are getting. Based on your location, you can adjust your pricing. Okay, so also back to the story of this man coming to exploit me. So after we negotiated and then he gave me the exact price, I said, okay, well. So it was there, then I decided to also at least keep the conversation going. So I asked him about the payment schedule and everything. So it was at this point, for the first time, I sold a pig on credit on my farm. So this man, 3 of the pigs, and then he made an initial deposit of 20%, and then he picked these animals. And then he promised me like a 4 days time, he'll give me 60%, which he did on the 4th day. He gave it back to me. And then 20% was transferred into my account after the date he promised. So one thing is, he didn't fail any of the days he promised to give me the money. But it was my first time selling pigs on credit. But also, like, he was also into business, so he told me that he will be paying it once he starts making the sales from the pork. In 3 days, this man told me that he has exhausted all the pigs. So wow, 3 days. Oh. That's how it means we have heavy consumers here. People who consume pork. Yes, you tell us that pork is not good, it's dirty animal. See how people are consuming this pork. 3 days. Pigs that are in between 220 and 250 have been consumed in 3 days. Not even days, 3 nights, because the OPS is haste in the night. They have been consumed in 3 nights. Yet people tell us pigs are dirty animals, pork is not good for your health. What? You see how they consume pork. So after that, we also talked about the man's experience with other farmers. And also told me that my area, especially the district where I'm located, he has been there to buy pigs from other farms, but the pricing they were giving, he never heard of that price. Even in the cities, he has never heard about it. To the extent that my people there were pricing based on how long the pig has stayed on the farm, forgetting that he also sells the pigs or the meat based on weight. So someone will tell that, do you know how much I put into this animal? I've been raising this animal, farming it, taking care of it for 2 years now. And you want to come and buy this cheap, you have to at least come up a bit, and then they will struggle. But he also educate them that the pork is sold on kilo basis. It's not about how long your animal stays. So if you should raise it for 2 years and somebody also raise it for 6 months and they still attain the same weight, you get the same amount for the 2 pigs. And he has also taken his time to educate them, because he's also into that business. That is what he's doing entirely for a living, buying and slaughtering. That's all he's doing. But these people will never get it. Okay, so what I want to also tell you about this is that you should also be willing to spend on your animals to raise their growth or to speed up their growth, so that after 7 months they are gone. You don't have to keep them for more than that, or 6 a year or and a half. No, just release them after 7 months. You should feed on them so that after 7 months you release them. And like I always say, if you're able to make between 15 to 25 kg, 25% profit is enough. The margin 15 to 25 is enough for you. But anything less than that, you run at a loss. So always ensure that you're able to cover your cost and then to keep yourself motivated as you do this farming thing. So before your buyers, I also say they don't appear too desperate before your buyers. Most of them are very insensitive. If they come and then they see that you're looking desperate, they will force you, like, you accept a price that you yourself you can never forgive yourself in your entire life for releasing those animals on that cheap basis. Okay, so always don't appear desperate before your buyers. Even if the money is too big, still try to look some, try to be some stubborn, stand on it, add something. Make sure that they know that if you get the chance, you still take more from them. Yes, and I know how the market condition in my country, Ghana here is, because a lot of people are into this farming, and then people are destroying the market. People are selling it at relatively cheaper prices more than other people. And those farms, despite not making any profit, they don't even realize they're not making any profit. So they keep working. You see a big farm and it's not making profit. The owner is still struggling. But you go and meet a small farmer who will be like living the life he wants to live, simply because he has been able to get the business aspect of this big farming. People learn the technical side, how to raise them, how to feed them, how to inject, how to vaccinate, but how to make them give you the money. That is where most of us like. We're not able to know how to price our animals, how to get the market for animals. You don't know it. We struggle to do it. And that is something you need to look into if you are starting. Invest in the business aspect. Who will buy your animals once they are ready? And how much are you willing to give it to them such that you stay afloat in your business? There are all patterns you need to learn. Just forget about the technical aspect. For the technical aspect, like I'm here. If you call me, I'll give it to you for free. I don't really take anything from those who call me for special assistance. I just share my knowledge with them. This is what I did at that point. They go and do it. It works for them. We move on. I don't take anything. But I can't tell you that I'm coming to buy your animals and go and sell. No. That one you have to do it yourself. You know how much you have spent on your animals, and you have to know how to work out the margin so that you will be able to pay yourself better. Is there something you can learn from this my miserable struggle? I would say yes. It's always good to have at least 5 buyers on standby if you want to be very serious with this your business, such that if one of them starts misbehaving, you quickly switch, and to let them know that your animals are always in demand. That is the only way you secure your market.